Hello and welcome back to another episode of the survival series. I'm Brocken, and in the last episode, if you didn't see it, we built that mine because I needed a tiny wee bit of stone for that build. But between episodes, I have dug the hole out a little bit more, which was quite time consuming, and got quite a bit of stone from that as well. So I didn't really need stone by the end of it. But in this episode, we're going to very quickly get this, well, filled back in again. So I'm going to add all that, add the tunnels, and then add the supports for that. So, just a really quick build, and I'm going to jump down, and then when I jump back up, it will be finished. And with that, it's complete. It's rough. You know, I did it quite quickly, and, well, it still took quite a while. But as you might be thinking, there's some kind of slight holes and things there. This goes actually down. I've not started them at all. Got a few, no, put them in my chest. Got quite a few diamonds just mining that. Oh, but you might be able to see some kind of starts with some mines. These are just going to be decorative. Might have one for, you know, actually use for, you know, maybe getting iron or, well, I don't need iron, copper. There's one in there. I think that's the rest of them. You know, it's just a quick, the top knees, I'm going to kind of make it look mined out, not just square. So this might have to be moved a little bit, but I'll probably just overhang this a bit. So yeah. But to make those mines, I'm gonna need some wood, which means I need a sawmill. Obviously. So if I fly over here, jump cut. So as you can see, there's this kind of clearing, not clearing yet, but will be. This kind of flat path of this cave and all of this, and this is very close to my base. It's just, you know, I do take down trees from over here. It is just over there. So, and it's got a very cool landscape. And I think if this cleared out, you know, felled, so it looks still, you know, some trees on the ground and, you know, no tall trees so you can see it, and maybe terraform this waterfall a bit. Maybe an idea actually to add a water wheel, have it keep going and have a water wheel on the side. How it gets its power. But I think about right here will be where it will be. So let's get these trees taken down. As you can see, I've been doing some terraforming, some flattening of the areas out, some making some paths. And since it's a lumberjack, I think some trees should be planted. I think one around about here, one around about there, and maybe one which has fallen down right there. So let's get that built. So as you saw from that little montage, got the trees up. I'm quite happy with them. First time ever doing a tree of that type and size. I usually do like an oak tree or something. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. I like the kind of little bit of bark that's been stripped off there and like a little bit of rotten bit or like a woodpecker's been pecking away there. They are both the exact same tree, just rotated. So yeah, and there's still one more to go in. I ran out of leaves, so I thought I'll leave it there. And I was gonna add more kind of dotted around in the background, but them two took about 4 hours. It's about 2 hours a tree. So yeah, I'll leave it there for them to. And I'll add the other one in, and the sawmill, and the water wheel will probably be the next episode, because it's going to take a long time and it won't be out in my schedule. So maybe add one behind it at a later date, but I want to get the water wheel in first. So yeah, I like how it kind of frames the water wheel quite well. So it looks a bit more, it's going to be right in there, lumberjack down there, fallen tree right here. So once I get some more leaves, let's get the fallen tree in it, and I'll just do a jump cut for that. And there we go. So finished. It's, yeah, simple, basic, but does the job. Also means it takes a base of 2 full trees in the space of 1. So yeah, I think it works quite well. Going to freecam. Let's see. It's a fallen tree. Nothing much more than a fallen tree. But when I was gathering the trees, or the leaves for the tree, I got this. And also swarmed by about 100 zombies, so I'll show a little clip of that right now. Right, I found the jockey thing, which I'm pretty sure is where you get the CD from, and there's just more and more zombies coming. Where? Okay, where are these coming from? Did I even get it? I did. Alright, so, see, got the disc. But, more importantly, it's time to get the lumberjack in. So, let's gather resources for that. Shouldn't be too bad, because it's quite a small build. Not too bad. I might regret saying that, but yeah, it's not. It's a lot of. It is a lot of smaller. A lot of like one material. So I'll grab it here. Here it is. There's a material list. So cake. That's gonna be a pain to get. Cherry sapling. That'll be fine. So they changed the thing. So there's a lot of smithing table and all of that. So let's get the resources for that. Which I'll probably just do a jump cut, and anything interesting happens I'll show you, or nothing will interesting happen and I'll just jump cut to the build being started. So let's get that started. Right, well, you might be thinking, what are you doing? We were just in resource gathering, but as I was out trying to find some new stuff, found, yeah, I know, I went to get new chunks to get leaf litter, and then as soon as I grabbed it, I remembered you can just smelt them. So, but I found one of these which I completely forgot existed. And I am, yeah, very lost. I think I'm, wait a minute, am I, treasure? When I started this, I thought this would be a nice quick build. Not too much to make, not too much to gather. I'm wrong. This is taking longer than anything else. It's just so many little things I just completely forgot that I added. I detailed too much. These 2 items took so long to find. The cherry sapling, and, well, I haven't even got the carpet thing yet. There it is. Of course, it might as well. Got some saplings of both. I am about, well, 5,000 blocks this way, and, well, my base is about negative 300, so 250 blocks, so like 7,000 blocks away, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I have to travel. Or 7,000 blocks different. It is taking so long. I had to use Biome Finder. Can you hit this over going out? Ooh. Okay, I didn't. That's not a very good shot, is it? Yeah, it's taking so long to try and find. I need, how many do I need? Carpet. 4. I have no idea if I can pick these up just straight up. I don't know if I can. I might have to come back here. I'll probably come back at another point now I know where it is. Oh, he's actually a little bit creepy. Doesn't really hurt though. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I don't really ever need resin, so I won't bother. There we go. That's all I need. And so, with those two resources collected, it is all ready. To taking the longest, took about an hour and a half to get just then. This has been, honestly, the longest any of my builds have taken to get the resources, and it is just free shulker boxes. Completely full. Exactly free. I mean, am I pro or what? So, let's get this built. The last two pieces to be put in is complete. So, as you can see, it's got a full interior, a little kitchen, the few pieces of moss that I needed, cake on the windowsill, and an axe on the table. So you can see a sort of sawmill is maybe something which is being like planed, flattening the wood. Kind of like a drill of some kind here. Is gear to go out cutting trees. It's got a nice view. A nice waterfall there. In the kitchen, he's got a little shelf. I'll get some meat and bits and bobs in there. Fireplace. All designed. That's what the sniffing tables were for. A little bit of thing. Got a little desk. Got a little light up there. A bed. And a nice glass of, I guess, water. There's a bush. And that's it, pretty much. I mean, very, bit of kind of soot on the wall from the chimney. I'll add some bushes and some shrubs around, and the same with some small trees just in between videos, because it's a bit boring. The main ones were the big ones. You can see it's just kind of all designed quite nicely. I quite like it. It looks quite lumberjacky in my opinion, so I'll get a little freecam from a distance. Some smaller trees dotted about the place, and the water wheel in the background in maybe the next episode or the episode after that. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, quite happy with it. I think it looked quite good. Took 4 times as long to get the resources as it did to make, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I think it looks good. So, well, actually, I was going to end the video there, but going to very quickly get the, well, now with the wood that we've gotten, we need to get the mine finished, so I'll fly over there right now. And here we are. So, let's get this mine. Oh, wait a minute. It's built. Oh, that's nice, that's handy. Someone must have built it for me. No, I built it myself. No, it's just very simple, so I can still kind of get down and put some beams and some tracks and very basic stuff. So, with that, I'll end the video there. Goodbye. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. If you didn't, I don't know, unlucky. Well, if you didn't, well, why are you still here? So, goodbye. yeah,